Welcome to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show, leave a comment, and click that like button. Welcome back to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. This is the Marvelous One, back at it again with Don and Philosophikal. And today we have our guest host on, Dell, representing Cowboys Nation. What's up, Dell?
Yo. Thank you for having me back. My favorite show. Back ahead to talk about
Appreciate it, man. We glad to have you back, man. We want to hear something about them Cowboys, but first we start talking about them Cowboys. Let's talk about them damn Saints. Damn it. I'm happy now. I'm happy. That's what I wanted to see, Saints. That's what I wanted to see. You open this offense up. I want to see some more Taysom Hill. I want to see some Rashid Shaheed out there running past clowns. 3 catches, 158 yards. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't got to be much. Just give the man the damn ball and get out of his way. That's how we doing it, Saints. I know I was all up on y'all last week, and you deserved it. And I'll be the same way next week if you lose to the damn whatever clowns we play next week. I got my eyes on the Bears, but it's not the Bears. But we play somebody that we should be beating. So, hey, let's get it together. The schedule is lining up for us. Justin Fields is out. Kirk Cousins is out. We got the Vikings. We got the Bears coming up. You got to take advantage of it. Don't mess this up, Saints. Look, I know I predicted 9 wins this season, but I'm seeing double digits if we can get this run going. And that's what we should do right now. Like I said, Kirk Cousins is gone. That was the cat I was worried about. Him, I'm still worried about Jared Goff with the Lions. We still got to face him. But, hey, yeah, we do got the Bears next week. My bad. No Justin Fields. Let's get this W. Let's get the Vikings next week. We can go on a 2-game win streak right now. Set this thing up nicely. So I'm feeling good. Saints got that win. Beat the Colts in Indianapolis. I should have known Gordon Minshew was going to mess it up because that's what he does. So, hey, we looking good, feeling good. What you say, Don?
Man, let's talk about some sunshine, talk about some positivity. Right now, I can see everything's coming to the normal right now. I see the Cincinnati Bengals, they on the high chair again, and I love it because it makes it look that much bigger. The win that we're getting, they're starting to come together. And right now, I think the Ravens are the most complete team in the NFL, hands down. I dare somebody to tell me differently because offensively, we're a threat. Not only running the ball, but also Lamar's passing. So this is getting real scary, real quick. And the crazy part is that everybody thought that Odell was going to have to carry us, and it's not even that. It's that young receiving core with the tight end, and also we still got that power eye. We got that power eye that we still running, but we don't have to, and that's the thing about it. I love the play calling from our new coordinator. But I also like the fact that the defense is staying solid. We bend but don't break. We holding people to field goals, and now we're going into halftime with the lead. And not only that, we're ending the game with the lead, and that's why we're 6-2. I would like to let everybody know that this is the last week that I got it open for bandwagon. After this week, I don't want to hear anybody say anything positive about Lamar. I want you to keep that same negative energy, Phil. I want everybody to tell me that he's a running back and he's not a quarterback as he's slicing the league up. He putting up MVP numbers. And the thing that's the most scary part about Lamar is that he's running to throw the ball down the field, and he runs when he has to. And when he runs, he's not trying to stay inbounds. He's trying to avoid the contact. Lamar's going to be here at the end of the season. And he's going to be here throughout the playoffs, and I think we're going to make a strong playoff run. I yield my time back to you.
Well, before we go to the negative side of the house, and make sure you provide Phil with one of those applications for the bandwagon.
Hey, everybody but Phil. My bad. They got a disclaimer on it. Everybody but Phil. Phil has been speaking all trash about Lamar, and I don't want. And you know what? I believe that your trash talking is giving me positive energy.
It inspires
you. So I need you to continue to talk that trash because Lamar, he listens to the show. I send it to him. I texted to him, and that's how we've been doing. And Harbaugh's listening too. As you can see, he's making those plays. Whereas though 4th and 1, guess what? Hey Lamar, I gave you three downs to get a touchdown. Get the hell off the field. Let's kick this field goal and move forward.
Look at it like this, Don. Phil got what he wanted. He been trying to get rid of Kirk Cousins, right? Since he got there.
One of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yep. Now you got rid of him. Now what you gonna do with Josh Dobbs? Explain yourself.
Well, look. Like they are a whole bunch of Kirk Cousins laying around. We found that out today.
Well, it was just announced that Jaron Hall is going to start this week, a rookie from BYU.
Who?
Exactly. Yes, we traded for Josh Dobbs. That is not the savior of this franchise. Also, as you know, Justin Jefferson is going to be out a couple more weeks. Jordan Addison is hurt, of course. The defense is still struggling. But I think we'll still make out and win about 7 games this season, possibly. Still be second in this division. The Bears are bad, and the Packers are just flailing. So we still got to play each one of them again. So the season isn't lost. We're not going to tank. I just don't know what we're going to do with Kirk Cousins. We got to make a decision on extending him and not let him walk in free agency. So I still see this as a 7-win season. Second place in the division. So
right now, your team is utter trash.
We already got 4 wins.
But hold on.
We already got 4 wins, so we can win 3 more.
Listen. See, that's once again, you being a bad GM. That's how you got into this situation. I think right now you got one of the most dynamic receivers out there. I think you have so many holes in your systems. I think he's worth what? 2 draft picks, more? 2 first rounders?
You talking about Jefferson?
2 first rounders.
You would trade him?
I would trade him. I would sacrifice him to rebuild. To rebuild.
You
gotta get something.
You use him as a rebuilding block. Why would you trade him?
Who's going to throw to him?
That's why this is perfect.
You draft the quarterback.
No, you just continue losing. Losing.
Yeah, that's it.
Quarterback. What's the problem? You don't have to trade Jefferson.
They don't have They don't have enough draft capital to move up and battle those teams that are going to be ahead of them taking the quarterback.
We give up draft picks next year. We got capital to move up.
Make it work.
You don't
move up.
Okay. My fault. I did more homework on your team than you did. Tell me the draft capital that you have that you're going to maneuver up and take one of those top 3 quarterbacks.
And let me tell you
there's
why.
only 3 quarterbacks.
Let me tell you why they're not going to tank the rest of the season, because they got the Falcons next. Then they got the Saints, Broncos, Bears, Raiders,
that's 3 losses
Bengals, Lions, Packers, and Lions. That's 3. We can win 3 games out of
undefeated.
We can win 3 games out of that. We can beat the Falcons. We can beat the Broncos. We can beat the Bears and the Raiders. That's 4 wins right there.
That's losses all around.
No, those are wins. Those are winnable games.
Let's talk about some sunshine here, man. Enough about, Phil and his Vikings as they tank the season.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, you feeling good?
Yes, sir. We feel it great. Not that we just, I already told you. I mean, you can rewind the tape. We're gonna be 5-2 at this point. And my man Don really agreed with me over there. So what I'm saying,
Wow.
He and I both said we were gonna be 5-2, 5-2, 6-1 maybe to start.
I know where that shot is at.
Yeah. So we had to accomplish that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I said 12-5 last year, then 5-2 to start the season. This is what I said. That's what I did.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, we beat a team we were supposed to beat. But I just like that we destroyed them. We didn't give them a shot. We beat them on all phases, special teams. I mean, there wasn't a phase we didn't dominate that game. And that was great going into this next big game we got coming up. Just what I want. I wish that with Stafford had played for the whole game, so there would be no excuse, because that's what people saying. Even though we was dominated before he went out, that's an excuse now. Oh, Stafford went out, so they couldn't score no more. Okay, all right, whatever. We dominated them,
but that still don't explain their defense giving up 43 points.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's another 40 burger we put up as well. Almost 3.
You beat no bad teams.
about
Hey,
it.
Well,
hey,
they're beating on
beat
the teams that's supposed to beat. They're beating
Everybody
the
bad
teams
team.
that's supposed to beat.
But
exactly.
when I
Beat the
say
teams you're supposed to beat.
who Detroit beat, we want to say that they schedule what they schedule.
I don't make the schedule.
Now that Chiefs win for Detroit doesn't seem as great as it did at the beginning of the season.
Oh, so you're saying the Chiefs not a good team now?
We just saw them losing to Detroit, to Denver.
Hey.
Denver 16
People
games
argue with me when I say the Chiefs are not that good.
Who, me?
Who argued with you on that?
Hey, Phil, stand up now. Phil, stand up, Phil. Don't get quiet now.
Call it out, Phil, man.
Don't get quiet now.
I never said the Chiefs weren't good. What are you talking about? I didn't say that.
Exactly. I said they weren't good. And you argue with me every time I say it.
And they're winning. They won a Super Bowl without Tyreek, and they're still winning this season. So what are you saying?
Trash.
Okay, they're trash. Okay, they just won a Super Bowl champs. Can't say that for the Ravens.
Hey, we got Dell on here. I ain't gonna be disrespectful to Dell. Hey, Dell.
Sorry, okay.
Here's the thing.
But
you taking care of business when it needs to be taken care of, and I applaud y'all for that. Yeah, I've said it.
Yep.
That's all you can do.
You're the reason I have this big league right now, because games that Dallas supposed to win, they are winning. Except for the Cardinals. The games that y'all are supposed to win, y'all are winning. I think you traded that loss because Rodgers got hurt, because I did have y'all losing against the Jets.
Me too.
So y'all just traded that off, but I digress. But here's the thing: you got Philly.
Game they're not supposed to win. I mean, everybody's never lost. There's no undefeated teams. San Francisco lose to Cleveland without Deshaun, and on and on. The Ravens lost without, with Minshew back there. I mean, it happens. It's going to happen.
But all of America is going to be watching this next game. Can you enlighten us on what y'all going to do? Because last time so I'm gonna quote your quarterback, because your quarterback said that your owner said, I don't want to poke the bear. So Jerry said he ain't gonna say nothing bad about the Eagles. I don't want to poke the bear.
Wait, Don. That Dell has told us last year they own this division.
Hold on, and that's what I said. And Dak Prescott said, if you see me and the bear fighting, pour honey on me. I had to back you.
Well, are we on that segment? Because I can start right there if we're on that segment. Wait too if we need to wait. Is this that segment if we give the preview?
Oh, the floor is yours.
You let us know.
Let's go. All right, let's go. So first of all, you already said it. We own the division. I'll remind everybody once again, we've beaten this team 7 out of the last 10 games. 7 of the last 10. And guess what? Jalen was there for some of those games. All right. We
was Dak Prescott.
This division. We own this division. Okay. Jalen is not looking Jalen-ish this year. And what I told you, I don't think he's going to last the season. He's starting to wear a knee brace. I'm just saying. I'm reminding y'all, I said that. He went out last game, came back with a knee brace. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? So
he got a receiving core.
That's
he's been passing the ball a lot. He's not running the ball as much this year.
He has a hell of a receiving core. I will give him that. That's there. But we got something to go against that. We got a pass rush. And we got a defense that gets turnovers. Leading the league in turnovers.
Your number one cornerback is
I just want to say.
You're not number one in turnovers.
Hey, number one quarterback out, but guess what? His replacement got 2 pick sixes since he's been out. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We are ready.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, and when you play your divisional foe, you know them better than any other team in the league, right? So we going in there knowing this team, knowing their strengths, knowing their weaknesses. We beat them more than they beat us. Matter of fact, we beat them 4 out of the last 5. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Only thing I'm saying is that
dominate this team.
But your two losses were against teams that had a heavy running game. They had corners that ran the ball. I mean, the Cardinals ran the ball down your throat. And let's not talk about what the 49ers did to you. I know you burnt the tape.
I run against us.
Hey, They did everything. Put it like this: they did anything they wanted. The whole playbook was open.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, they had the back of the book.
Hey, 42 to 10 said they used the whole playbook.
Wow. They on the last page of the playbook running those plays. Yo.
Well, we couldn't score, so they didn't have far to go. We couldn't really move the ball that game. Okay. So they didn't have far to go, so that's why they didn't have a lot of yards. But McCaffrey did not dominate us that game. And that is not the strength of the Philadelphia Eagles offense. It is not run. They cannot run the ball that great. Swift has good games here and there, but if you look at his stat log, it's not great, like consistently great. So that's not the strength of their team. So I'm not really worried about them running the ball.
I got you on tape saying this.
If anything, they're going to pass on us, and we got the perfect solution for people who like to pass the ball. It's number 11, sending them in that backfield with a hurt Jalen Hurts. Oh, Jalen Hurts. It's perfect. Jalen Hurts.
Unintended.
Jalen is hurt. So guess what? We sending the dogs at them. Dallas is going to win this game 28-24.
Oh, we get a score with it too? Okay.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Well,
man.
Well, okay. You'll get our predictions on it in the last segment. About that.
Yeah.
We'll let you know if we agree. But the fact that I think you guys stayed pat with the trade deadline being today. Now, not a lot of movement, but we did have some big trades. So what you got, Phil?
All right. So most recent trade, Chase Young to San Francisco, which was, I think, the rich get richer. Montez Sweat to the Bears. Looks like the Commanders are having a fire sale. Leonard Williams to Seattle. These are kind of the earlier trades during the week. Kevin Bird to Philly. Ezra Cleveland to Jacksonville. Dobbs, which happened today, to Minnesota. Donovan Peoples-Jones. I wasn't very aware of this. We didn't talk about this much. To Detroit.
Yep.
Rasul Douglas to Buffalo. I think that was a good trade. Contavious Street to Atlanta. McCole Hardman to Kansas City, which was last week. Randy Gregory to San Francisco. J.C. Jackson to New England, which was a couple of weeks ago. Chase Claypool to Miami, which was last week. Van Jefferson to Atlanta. Did not know that. And Cam Akers to Minnesota, which was last week. So not too big of a trade move. So a lot of depth moves and a lot of looks like Commanders are having a fire sale. So
yeah, it looked like they had a full-on garage sale.
Oh yeah,
they couldn't sell much.
No.
So
I do think they could have got a little bit more for Chase Young, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Third round pick. That's a little bit of a,
Well, I mean, I guess that's fine for a guy that's not producing much. I mean, I'm still upset he made the Pro Bowl with 6 sacks his rookie season. It's like, really? So, But anyway. All right, well, let's get to the recap, man. All right, so we had the Thursday night game. We had the Bills at home against the Buccaneers, and the Bills won this game 24-18. We all went with the Bills. We all believe that the Bucs have fallen apart. The real Bucs are standing up now. All right. Next, we had the Sunday games. We had the Colts at home against the Saints. The Saints won this game 38-27. The offense finally came alive. And I think we all went with the Colts on this one. I mean, look, the Saints had a lot of issues the week prior to this game. So it was good to see that they figured it all out. And like Don said, maybe some punches were thrown in that locker room to get them boys fired up because they came out firing. So look forward to next week. All right, next we had the Cowboys at home against the Rams. The Cowboys blew out the Rams 43-20. This game wasn't close. Yeah, you can flex on this one, Dell.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Phil went against you.
Yeah. Yep. He sure did.
I did.
Everybody can't be the voice of reason. I get it.
I think he was looking for a miracle.
I was.
Next, we had the Packers at home against the Vikings. The Vikings won this one 24-10, but they lost when they lost Kirk Cousins in this game with Achilles injury that will take him out for the season. Sorry for the Vikings. All right. Next, we had the Titans. Surprise, surprise, the Titans at home against the Falcons. The Titans pulled this out on the arm of Will Levis. 28-23. Rookie
4
comes in and
touchdowns.
throws 4 touchdown passes. My goodness, have the Titans finally found their quarterback?
They were bombs too. I mean, they was like at least
Bombs.
like
He
40
was
yards in the air.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, it ain't that hard to do. You got D-Hop. Just throw it up where it's catchable.
Facts. He said, "Give me a chance."
Just give him a chance. Tannehill couldn't do that. It's simple. Just throw it up.
So is
Especially
Tannehill
you gotta
done more?
play action run a game like that.
Yeah.
Tannehill's hurt. So.
Oh my God, the linebackers have to come up. They have no choice.
You got one-on-one with
They have to come
D-Hop.
up.
Yeah, it's simple.
So is
Simple
Tannehill
football.
done? Do you get
he's
fired
done.
on your day
Oh
off?
yeah, Tannehill's done.
Oh, he's fired.
One
He
more
was fired.
day,
on
he
the day.
throws 2 more touchdowns. It's over. Tannehill.
Yeah. Oh, Tannehill. This dude threw more touchdowns than Tannehill has thrown all season. He threw in the whole one game. He threw 4 touchdowns to Tannehill's 2 in 6 games. Already, Tannehill's fired. I said it. Next, they had the Dolphins at home against the Patriots. The Dolphins won this one 31-17. Yeah, we all went with the Dolphins on this one. And next we had the Giants.
Hey, Marv, with the Dolphins, one key thing was Ramsey came back. That was his debut game, wasn't it?
And then Ramsey came back and made an immediate impact. He had a touchdown.
Immediate impact. So,
really?
So I think that they need to put the league on notice that I'm back in town.
Yeah.
All that throwing that ball around is going to cease because this side of the field locked down.
Well, wait till they have him and Xavier Howard on the other side.
See, that's why I said it was kind of early for that game, and then I didn't like the setup because now people were pouring dirt on Miami, and I'm like, Miami still a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk more about them when we do our top 5 next week. Yeah, yeah, because they're getting some pieces back. All right. We have the Giants at home against the Jets. And the Jets won this one 13-10. Don and I went with the Giants on this one. Steelers at home against the Jags. Jags won this one 20-10 over the Steelers. I went with the Steelers on this. Everybody else went with the Jags. This is why I'm in last place.
Okay. Quarterback change? Talk to me.
With the Steelers?
No, it's no quarterback change.
No, you let that young kid play it out.
What?
Yeah, it's no quarterback change.
Yeah, they're 4-3. You let him play it out.
Hey Phil, you are not the quarterback whisperer. Let's go and put that on wax now.
Man, I told you, Phil could be my GM.
Well,
neither can Don. You want to trade Justin Jefferson, so
yeah, that's true. You could be my GM.
Yes, I could. Cause one tell you what, I get 2 number 1s in the second rounder. And with that, I'll build a stronger offensive line. I'll build a stronger defense, and then I'll go.
No wonder the Ravens can't draft a wide receiver.
And all those number 1 picks can be duds.
We got one, Zay Flower and Bateman is paying out this year.
All those number 1 picks could be duds. So next slide. Commanders.
Not on the line.
At home against the Eagles. Commanders put up a good fight. I was a little worried there. I was like, damn.
I was too, yeah.
All right. She was the only one that picked the Commanders.
I wasn't. It was like a worn out rubber band. It's going to stretch out into its original shape.
Hey,
Howell out there throwing 4 touchdowns and 300-something yards.
Yeah, 397 yards, almost 400 yards.
Okay.
So they may have that guy.
No. See, so hold on.
But they want empty calorie yards.
No. I'm gonna pull a thread that nobody else is pulling because we the voice of reason. And I say the things that the people don't want to say, and I see the things people don't want to see. The reason why the Chiefs don't look so electrifying is their offensive coordinator's gone.
Yeah,
and now that same offensive coordinator.
Have any receivers.
Hold on. No, they didn't have no receivers last year.
Oh, you were just praising them for not having receivers last year.
They had better receivers last year than this year. They had
they had a better offensive coordinator.
Not Juju.
Juju, the only thing they missing from last year.
Yeah.
Rest of them, they got rookies.
No. They're missing their offensive coordinator.
I mean, I agree.
I think that plays into it, but I think Sam Howell. Look, give the guy a chance. Let him play. This is his second year in the league. Full
season. Right play call.
Give him more time. Yeah, there might be a good match.
They throwing the ball way too much though. They throwing the ball 50 sometimes.
Give him the work.
And that kept him in the game.
Give him the work.
It twice because he had 7 touchdowns this year against Philly. He had 3 in the first game.
Yeah. The man getting good work. Let him play. Next slide. Panthers at home against the Texans. Man, Danny got this one right. She went with the Panthers. We all went with the Texans on this. The Panthers get their first win of the season.
Good pick.
Yeah. Just just 9 wins away from 10. Don.
Yeah. Hey, so one thing I'll say is that they're playing tough, and they're going to continue to play tough.
They're not playing tough. They're not playing tough. Stop it.
Stop it, man. Look, Bryce Young had a good game. I finally saw something out of the kid where I can say, okay, maybe he's coming around because he was looking bad early in the season.
Hey, the Texans needed that because they wanted to be 5-3 and being part of the discussion. This game took them out of the discussion. Next slide.
Nah, I don't think so.
All right. Next slide. Seahawks at home against the Browns. Oh, man, I went with the Browns. Don and I went with the Browns, and the Seahawks got this one 24-20.
Yeah.
So, good game. All right.
Hey, so Marv, they paying all that money for that.
Just sit on the bench.
What is going on? What's going on in Cleveland, man?
My man got a shoulder injury, right? You talking about Deshaun Watson? He's injured.
He was out a whole year. You couldn't get healthy then?
No, he got hurt this year. He's played this year.
And he barely played last year.
He ain't played all last year because of suspension. And let me tell you something. I applaud Cleveland for their public relations department. We have heard nothing about what that boy got caught up in. So, and I think he owes it to them to go out on that field hurt because that thing is dead and stank. We have not heard one thing about it. So their PR, he owes them. So they not only did they do a great job with the PR, but they paid that dough, guaranteed.
Yeah, he can take days off. It's guaranteed.
This ain't basketball. What do you know? Local management.
It is basketball if you got a guaranteed contract. Local management. Next slide. Broncos at home against the Chiefs. Shocker of the day. Broncos blow out the Chiefs 24-9. Yeah, they gave Patrick Mahomes some work in this game. And we all with the Chiefs.
No weapons and no offensive coordinator. Next slide.
Next slide. We had the Cardinals at home against the Ravens. We all went with the Ravens. Oh, no. One person made a bold pick to go with the Cardinals.
We're
not going to say his name. We're not going to say his name.
It rhymes with ill.
Well, it was a close game, so Baltimore almost blew it. So it was a close game.
Horseshoes and hand grenades. That's the only time almost becomes relevant.
There's no category for almost.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, it is. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
No, not in football. There's only WL wins, losses, and ties. There's no almost. So, yeah, I'm sure. All right. Next, we had the 49ers at home against the Bengals. Okay, so this is the one you did get right.
That's right.
The Bengals.
I'm telling you about the Bengals. I've been telling you about the Bengals.
You said it. I'm sure they're going to be in your top 5.
Oh, of course.
Hey.
Of course.
But don't be disrespectful and rank them against the team. Rank them how than the team that beat them.
Ravens not even going to be up there. I'm sorry.
Ravens not even going to be in his top 5 at all. You already know that. Get your arguments ready.
Hey, Two Voices of Reason. That's what we named the show. 2 Voices of Reason.
All right, next slide. We had the Chargers at home against the Bears. The Chargers won it 30-13. Yeah, like a fool. I went back with the damn Bears and they lost another one. I said I wasn't picking them anymore, and I did, and they lost another one for me. I'm not picking the Bears anymore.
Today should have been a fire sale for the Bears.
Did you have a little icon? Did you have a little icon by that pick, Bar?
Did I have an icon? Yeah, I did. Yeah,
a little
should have a clown pick next to that. Definitely a clown pick. I said I wasn't picking those clowns no more, and I did, and they lost. Next, Lions at home against the Raiders. Yeah, we all went with the Lions. This was a no-brainer. 26-14, Lions won this game, and Adams looks very unhappy. He should be unhappy. because the kid was running wide open throughout this game, and Jimmy G couldn't get him the ball. Sad. I mean, talk about a scary movie. Just imagine your receiver. If my receiver was running up the field like Adams was running, and my quarterback couldn't get him the ball, I would be pissed.
I don't know.
I think it's
now he's stuck there now.
Effect.
He's stuck there now.
Yeah.
What happened to Jimmy G though, man?
It's the Shanahan effect, man. Shanahan, he makes everybody look like gold.
Nah, Jimmy G is broken, man. I mean, think about it. I mean, every year he's out. He missed multiple games for different injuries, concussions, knee, shoulder. It's always something with this dude. He's broken.
Yep.
But I mean,
and they still keep paying him.
I don't get it either. And then the Raiders, and I don't know if there's anything wrong with the rookie quarterback that they had. He played well. So I don't know if he's injured or why is that kid not playing anymore?
McDaniel's trying to save his job, I guess.
I guess, man. You know how I feel about recycling old quarterbacks.
Hey, you know how I feel about recycling old coaches. Daniel's been getting too many chances over and over again. They need
you're right.
Blood up in there.
Hey, man. Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah. So how did it end last week, Don? I know I was terrible. What was it, 7-9?
Let me tell you something. You was 7-9. I was 9-7. Phil did good for one time in his old week. You know, he went 10-6.
Congratulations.
Now, guess D, she went 10-6.
Wow.
However, let's go into the overall rankings. We got me in first place at 73 and 49. We got Phil in second place in 66 and 56. We got Mara pulling up a distant last in 63 and 59.
Well, why you gotta say distant last, man? I'm only 3 games behind Phil, man. Cut it out.
Hey, man, if you don't know the significance of the number 3, go through drive-through, be $3 short, and see if that kid is square your way.
Well, if Phil is on the register, I'm good.
Facts.
Don't worry, I'm gonna catch up to Don. Don't you worry.
Oh, you gonna catch up? Okay. All right.
I'm catching up to Don.
Well, we're gonna see. Let's make our predictions. And this is when I make my move.
You've been moving down to
we
the
heard that last week.
You've been moving right on down to the basement.
Hey, this is when he throw the car in reverse.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So believing in the Bears.
Yeah, I'm done with the Bears. Officially done with the Bears. All right. So we got the Thursday night game. We got the Steelers at home against the Titans. Let's go with Phil. Phil, go first, man.
Hey man, I'm going with the Steelers here. Unfortunately, that rookie QB Levis is not gonna do this again. So I'm going with the Steelers.
Going with the Steelers? Don, who you got?
Oh no. I gotta go last in the chant, baby. I told you this last. Put some respect on my wins, man. Put some respect on my wins.
Okay.
Put some respect on my wins.
You know what? Since I'm in last place, I'll go first. Phil will go second. You go last. Well, you'll go after that, and then Dale will go last. All right, it's all good. I respect the game. All right, so look, I told you before, I think the Titans have a good squad. They just need a decent quarterback. And it's not that Levis did anything spectacular. He just threw the damn ball to D-Hop. Simple. You're going to get one-on-one coverage, just throw it up. You got D-Hop on your team. This is not rocket science. You don't need to read any defense. You don't need to look off the safety. Just throw the damn ball up. Simple football. So I'm going with the Titans because they sound like they finally got competent quarterbacking back there. And that's all Derrick Henry needed. Somebody to give him the ball and somebody to throw the ball at D-Hop. Going with the Titans. Who you got, Don?
Wow.
Dale could go. I go last.
Oh, man, cut it out, man.
No, just the 1-2 time that I actually look at the Steelers and I try to say, are they going to be well enough to actually pull this out? They've been doing pretty good as far as, but I still I'm not sure if Pickens is going to play, and if he's not even good when he's 100%. So for that reason alone, I gotta go with the Titans.
Oh,
Wow.
and by the way, the Steelers are favored in this game by 3. So I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. So this is kind of a bold pick.
Not
Dell,
when the Steelers involved.
who you got, Dell?
I am going with the Steelers on this one. Levis is he came into the game halfway, halfway in there. They start sending the house on him. They start leaving the Hop by itself. That was just stupid. And he was tearing them apart because they kept leaving Hop by itself. So but the Steelers not gonna do that. Then they gonna come with that pass rush without having to blitz everybody. The Steelers gonna take it. They're gonna beat the rookie.
Well, long as the Titans don't deploy this 2-quarterback system, because they started with Malik Willis and they were flipping back and forth with Levis, and finally decided that, oh no, this kid Levis knows what he's doing out here. So
yeah, well, they lied about that. I think Malik Willis had 2 snaps.
yeah, they did. Well,
Yeah.
they realized, okay, this is dumb. All right. So moving on to the Sunday games. All right. First, we got the Saints at home against the Bears. The Saints are 7.5-point favorites here. There was a lot of handshaking, hugging, and high-fiving on the sideline against the Colts. So we're feeling good. I think they're kind of figuring out who we are, what's our philosophy going to the games. Derek Carr now hitting the open receivers, getting the intermediate passes, not all check downs, not all deep balls. So he's mixing it up. I think, there was some punches thrown in the locker room last week. So I think we're figuring it out. When we get in the red zone, we go to Taysom Hill. So we got a strategy going. Everybody knows their role. So I'm going with the Saints here. I said I wasn't picking the Bears again, and I mean it. So I'm definitely going with the Saints here. Saints win against the Bears. Who you got, Phil?
I got the Saints because I think maybe the dysfunction has moved over to the Bears. Their cornerback wants to be out, undrafted rookie. It's a lot of dysfunction in Chicago right now. So I'm going with the Saints.
Don.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think Carr's, he's won back the locker room at least for one more game. I think they're gonna continue to build on that camaraderie,
Yes,
if you
sir.
want to call it that. But I think he needs this win desperately, and what better way to do it against your defense is solid enough, so they put enough pressure on them,
Right.
whereas though you'll get the ball in some favorable position.
Who you got, Dale?
It's the Saints.
Yeah.
Bears are a mess. They're a mess.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be.
And we need this one. We
Take
need
the
this
7
game.
points.
Yep. Because last week against the Colts was a must win, and now we got to go on a run here. Yeah. All right. Next, we got the Chiefs at home against the Dolphins. This is a big one. I like this. Who gets superiority in the AFC here? So the Chiefs are 2.5-point home favorites here. I love.
Not at home. Remember, they're not at home.
The Chiefs are at home.
They're in Germany.
Yeah, they're in
you're
Germany.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
They're in Germany. They're big time. Hey, I was about to correct him after he did his pick, Dell.
Yes,
it's a 9:30 game.
You saved him.
Yes, it's a 9:30 game. You're right.
Hey, Dell, you better than me, baby. I was gonna let him. Hey, Dell, I was gonna let him pick it. Then I was gonna tell him.
No, you're right. Yeah, man. Oh man. So yeah, that opens it up even more, right? Because now Tua doesn't have to go to Arrowhead, to deal with the crowd there. So I'm definitely going with the Dolphins here. I got the Dolphins winning this game, right? Because the Dolphins got some pieces on defense. The Dolphins seem to they got away from things on how they were doing things before when they played the Eagles, and they seem to be getting back to it. So I got the Dolphins beating the Chiefs, and besides, the Chiefs are struggling offensively. Who you got, Phil?
Man, this is a tough one. I kind of went back and forth on this, and I forgot they were in Germany. I think this is a big game for both teams. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here.
Okay. Don.
So I made a phone call to homegirl agent, which is Taylor Swift, and see check her flight itinerary. Yeah, because it's one of those things that I'm looking at win percentages. When she's in the stadium, man, they for some reason they just play lights out. But due to security reasons, they ain't want to give me the flight itinerary, so I'm flying blind with this one. So now I'm just gonna say defense getting defense, offense, offense. I think that both defense are trash. But I think the Dolphins had a better at offense. They have more weapons, and with Ramsey back, I think that this is going to be a coming out party for the Dolphins, and it's going to solidify that the Chiefs are trash and they're going in reverse, just like the 49ers.
Wow. So you got the Dolphins winning this one.
I got the Dolphins making a statement with this one.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear from our guests. Dale, who you got?
Well, they're going to Germany. So like y'all saying, someone said they don't have that home field advantage. Miami don't have to go to that cold weather game on a Sunday in Arrowhead Stadium with all the crowd. Tariq got revenge on his mind. Look for 150 in the touchdown for him this week. Okay. Y'all betters out there, 150 in the touchdown. Look it up.
Yeah, the bookie.
Does that get it? Is he already over 1,000 already this season? Or does this?
I think he's
1,000. He is over 1,000.
He over 1,000. That's right. He on pace for
1,014 yards right now.
Yeah.
So he's on his way to 2,000. He's gonna put up 150 in the touchdown. I think the Dolphins are going to just score. And from what I can see, if Mahomes don't get over that flu, because that's what they trying to say, he had the flu this week, and he looked like flu. That's the first time I think that I don't even remember last time he didn't have a touchdown in a game.
Right.
Score a touchdown.
They got no receivers.
So
they got no play caller.
Yeah, I'm going with the downward momentum and going with the Dolphins.
Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Next slide. Got the Falcons at home against the Vikings. The Falcons are 5-point home favorites here. No Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons. Falcons got this. Phil, who you got?
Man, I went back and forth with this.
You went back and forth though.
Yeah, I'm not liking the way the Falcons are playing right now. The Falcons are not playing well at all. I don't know what's going on with that. That loss last week was a bad loss. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons here. No Kirk Cousins, no Justin Jefferson. We got some injuries on defense, so I'm gonna go with the Falcons here.
Okay, that's a real hard decision for you to make.
Yeah, that was a tough decision.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Don,
I don't like the Falcons' offense right now. That's one of the reasons.
Hey, you talking about the wishbone offense?
The wishbone offense. That's all they got to run.
Yeah, I don't like.
How you not love high school 80s football?
Yeah.
Even though it's high school 80s football, it is too much change for the first week. If they had another week of preparation, I would honestly say that the Vikings would win. Because that's how despicable their offense is. I mean, he can throw the ball. He's just throwing the ball to the other team.
Mm-hmm. He's holding them back.
Yeah.
He's holding them back.
I thought that they were going to make a move for a quarterback, but I think they're going to make a move for it in the draft. I think they're going to use some draft capital in order to move up. But back to the game, I think that you got too many key pieces now as far as being able to score. If Jefferson and Addison was well, I would give them a chance. But right now, with them two being down, Addison being a question mark, and then you got the quarterback issues. Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah. Dale, who you got?
I am going to take the Falcons. Yeah, I got to. I try to find a way that Minnesota can win this game, but it's not enough time.
They got a snowball chance in hell to win it.
You ain't gonna yell out no numbers for us, Dell,
Nah, no numbers.
There's no numbers needed for this. And
so,
but the question is Heineke playing? Because Heineke finished the game last time. Yes, he might be playing this game.
Yeah, but Heineke is solid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Heineke's going to play.
Yeah, maybe time to throw Heineke out there.
So if they're throwing Heineke out there, I think they're going to easily win this game.
But I think the Heineke with that play action with Robinson, so you got Robinson running for how much?
I don't know. 1 minute they say Robinson's playing,
They
next
can't
minute he's
run.
not. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
Atlanta's just not good at running the
but they
ball.
don't even use him as like a workload.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even say 100 yards. I mean, he might have 40 or 50 because he splits time with the other running back. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't see much from him. All right, next slide. We got the Browns at home against the Cardinals. The Browns are 8-point home favorites here. The Browns are 3-1 at home, right? Their record is 4-3. They run the majority of their games at home. I'm going with the Browns. I think the Browns are going to easily beat the Cardinals. I don't even know who's at quarterback for the Cardinals. So going with the
they're starting the rookie Clayton Tune.
Yeah. Browns. I don't even think about it. Phil, who you got?
Browns.
Don.
I'm gonna go to Browns. I see the Cardinals tanking, but here's the thing, Marv. If they do tank and they get that number 1 pick, do they go get a quarterback?
If they do, you still have Kyler Murray on the team because he's got an untradeable contract.
Oh, they signed it? Jeez.
Yeah, with the Call of Duty clause in his contract.
God, man, hey, man, he need to kiss his agent in the mouth, man. Pause.
Dale, who you got, man? You going with the rookie quarterback in the Cardinals?
I definitely will not be doing that. That's a clean sweep going with the Cleveland Browns on that. That's easy.
Okay. I mean, because they traded away the quarterback that they traded for in the preseason.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, who was bagging things in Lowe's? He was
right.
helping take heavy stuff out to the truck.
Right. Selling car insurance.
Tankier than that. Okay.
Yeah, right. I mean, just put a sign on the stadium saying we're tanking.
Hey, but you talk about what the, having a quarterback and then having the number 1 overall. What are they going to do? Because they can't trade.
They can't trade Kyler Murray. So
nope.
I don't. I mean, you
It's
could just put both quarterbacks out there. I don't know. Just draft, keep them both. I don't know. Next slide. Packers at home against the Rams. And surprisingly, the Packers are 3-point home favorites here. I'm not buying it. I told you, I saw enough of Jordan Love, and I was not impressed. I'm going with the Rams on this. I got the Rams winning this one. Phil, who you got?
Yeah, Packers have good talent. They got to figure out their quarterback situation. The Rams did not play well last week at all. But I'm going to go with them again this week.
You going with the Rams?
I'm going to go with the Rams again this week.
Don, who you got?
Yeah, I'm pouring dirt on Love. I think Love is not doing enough homework in the study room because a lot of the passes that he's throwing, he's not even seeing the defender. He's just out there just throwing a rock, man, like it's 6-on-6 drill. But it's his throws, either he's going to miss it badly or he's going to turn the ball over. Either way, he's putting his defense in a bad position. I'm going with the Rams.
Dale, who you got?
I'm not taking the Packers in any game this year.
Really?
He overrated. I think I said that on the previous show. He's just overrated. You know, he's not as good as people thought he's going to be. He is what he is right now, and I don't think he's going to get any better.
Right. He's been around for a long time now, so you know, hey, if you didn't figure it out, you had, Aaron Rodgers in front of you. You're supposed to have the legend in front of you to learn from, and this is what you put together.
So
2-5.
So here's the problem with I saw right with that, because I mean I'm gonna give y'all some insider, to let you know, Phil, this is how you know that you're part of the culture, and in your organization. So when we had Joe Flacco and Joe Flacco was out there doing it, and I pulled no dirt on Joe Flacco. I got his jersey hanging right here, signed by him. Joe Flacco will be in the Ring of Honor because he gave us a ring, which a lot of quarterbacks can't even say that they actually have. However, hold on.
I haven't had a lot of quarterbacks, so that's not fair.
However, when Joe Flacco saw that Lamar was there, the only reason that we had RG3 is because RG3 was mentoring Joe Flacco. I mean, it was mentoring Lamar.
Yeah.
Flacco wasn't doing it. So they knew that Aaron was not going to mentor that young kid. They should have had a veteran in there in order to do the mentoring, in order to make sure that transition was complete. I yield my time back to you.
Well, I want to see your Kyle Bowler jersey too.
Kyle, I should have been a bowler. Man, I
Yeah.
burnt that. And I really wanted to go after, my GM, but my GM said, don't worry about it. We was in the rebuilding year. Have faith. I said, Roger that.
Yeah, I want to see a Trey Smith jersey too.
Trey Smith.
Hey,
Jesus.
hey.
Oh, you went back.
So once again, so now you being disrespectful. $300. If you tell me, hey, look, $300 if you tell me the address of your stadium. 5, 4, 3, 2. I yield my time.
You know he doesn't know. Next slide. Patriots at home against the Commanders. The Patriots are 3.5 point favorites here. I normally would go with Belichick against a young quarterback, normally, but his offense stinks with the Patriots. And I don't think they'll be able to keep up with the Commanders. I like what Sam Howell's doing. Kid has 2,100 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. So he's putting up numbers. So I got the Commanders winning this game in New England. Who you got, Phil?
I will say this. I also thought about this game too. I think the Commanders will win. The Commanders need this win, and I tell you right now, if they lose this game, Rivera may be out of there based off of the fire sale they've been doing this week. So this is a must-win game for the coaching staff and for the team.
That's a good point. Don, who you got?
Yeah, so the Commanders did a lot of roster changes. They lost a little bit of culture within that locker room. However, their defense have not been that solid for them to have all of those number one picks. So I think that was a time for change. Not only good for the player, but also good for the organization as far as getting some assets back. I think this is a do or die for Belichick right now. Belichick, this is a win. This is a winnable game. I really want.
Is this the game Belichick gets fired?
This might be the game that Belichick get fired. I'm pouring dirt on him,
man. He only signed a 3-year.
Hold on, hear me out.
He only signed a 3-year extension.
Hey, they want to tell you what they did an extension, and they probably strip him of his coaching duties or GM. He got to give up one of those spots. However, by him wearing dual hats, I think that he gonna lose, greatly, this Sunday. So I can't believe in him because he got his finger in too much, man.
All right, so you got the Commanders. All that
I got the Commanders winning strong.
All right,
I tell you,
Dale, who you got, man? This dude went around the circle to tell us the Commanders.
Give you some in-depth analysis.
The Commanders that had just had a fire sale. They're not interested in winning right now.
Wow, that's a good pick. Wow,
they think about next year, man. So it's the Patriots. Patriots at home too.
Wow.
Belichick is usually good against young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about going Patriots too, but I don't know. I think the Commanders are going to put up too many points on them.
You want to change? Hey, Mom, you can change your pick, man. Go ahead. Hey, dig a hole.
Look, we got to remember the Commanders, have one of the worst defenses in the league. Everybody setting records against them this year.
That's true. That's
Patriots ain't no different.
It's terrible. That secondary is terrible.
DJ Moore.
But the Patriots have one of the worst offenses.
Yeah,
facts.
Patriots have one of the worst offenses.
Yeah, well, it's going to be between those two.
300 yards against Philly.
Philly 6-1.
All right, next slide. Ravens at home against the Seahawks. Ravens are 5.5 point home favorites. I went with the Ravens on this one. I was thinking about the Seahawks, but Ravens are at home. I think long as Jim Harbaugh kicks the field goals when they're in field goal range and stop going for it on 4th down, They should easily win this game. They got a Hall of Fame kicker. Kick the field goals, Jim. Don't overthink this. Throw out all your analytics and all that foolishness. Let the man kick the field goals. Phil, who you got?
All right, this is my bold pick right here. This will be the toughest defense yet the Ravens have faced all season, and I want to see how the Ravens are going to respond to this. And Rich got richer with getting Leonard Williams. The secondary is good. I'm going with Seattle here.
Okay,
this bold pick, Seattle.
All right, Don, I already put you down for the Ravens.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So once again, hey Phil, thank you for pulling a. I'll send this tape to Lamar, to let him know that you have not done enough for Phil to believe in you, and I think that'll spark
haven't
up
played
enough
good defenses. You haven't played good defenses.
Hey, listen here, man. Hey, we play who's in front of us, and right now we're 6-2.
Okay.
Right now, I think the Ravens are the most balanced team in the NFL. That being said, watch out for our defense. Lamar's going to score. Lamar's going to score, and once we get this lead and we play for the front, it's over. If we got this lead by halftime, hey, go and change the channel and watch another game. I yield my time back.
Seattle's tough. So,
Phil, who you got, man?
Baltimore. We'll make it easy. But I mean, I just don't believe in Geno. I'm not a Geno believer. Everybody wants to. I don't believe in Geno.
I believe in Geno.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
I
do too. I don't know what you got.
Yeah.
He's having a good year this year.
Geno, okay?
He's having a good year this year.
Geno's 5-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but I just don't. I mean, like I said, who is he really beat? I always go
Doesn't
back.
Doesn't matter.
It does because he's going to fight.
He really beat?
As soon as he plays somebody who's decent, the Ravens are a good team. He's going to, run into a brick wall. That's what he's going to do. That's what he does.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, next slide. Texans at home against the Bucks. Texans are 2.5-point home favorites here. I think they keep the Bucks reeling here. I got the Texans winning this game at home. I think CJ Stroud gets right after losing to the Panthers and wins this game. Who you got, Phil?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to take the Texans on this. I agree.
Don.
Here we go. Hey, this is how I put distance between us, because I think right now, it's kind of an even fight right now. And I think that Baker is going to show up and he's going to do well this game. I'm going to go out on a limb right now, and I'm going to say Baker. Because right now, and I think that they have enough weapons in order to win. I'm going to go with the Bucks on this one.
Yeah, I thought about it. Because, the Bucks have lost, I think, 3 in a row now.
Yeah.
Man.
So they do for one.
They do for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, and I didn't like the way the Texans looked this week against the Panthers. Well, last week against the Panthers.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
I don't know
about it.
Dale, who you got?
Well, considering they gave the Panthers their first W, and all things being kind of sort of equal, you go with the better quarterback. And I still think Baker is the better quarterback. I'm going with
Wow.
I told you, Dale.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue with that.
I don't know. CJ Stroud is a little bit better than Baker Mayfield.
No, he's not.
Well, what did he do against one of the worst defenses in the league this past week?
Deal with egg.
Yeah, he didn't look well. But he was eventually going to hit a wall.
Baker has not looked well the last 3 weeks.
Rookies will rookie. They will every time.
Okay. Next slide. Panthers, the team that beat the Texans last week, at home against the Colts. The Colts are 2.5-point road favorites going to Carolina. Yeah, I don't believe in the Panthers. I'm going with the Colts. I got the Colts winning this one. Phil, who you got?
Man, this is tough. This is really tough. I'm gonna go with the Colts on this again. So I'm gonna go with the Colts this week.
Okay, Don.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. I mean, right now, I think that last one they had, that was on a wing and a prayer. So I just don't think that they can duplicate that again.
Okay.
Oh man, this is the guy that said Panthers win 10 games. Wow.
Dale, who you got, man?
I'm the lone wolf on this one.
Oh,
Oh man, you going hard on that one,
Back
Dale?
to the well again. I'm a Bryce Young believer. I'm a
what?
I'm a Frank Wright believer. I like the coach. I like the
Wow.
quarterback.
That's not a bad pick.
Adam
It's not a bad pick.
Adam Thielen is having a back to his career year. He's being used now like he was supposed to be used when he was with Minnesota, and they just decided they weren't going to use him at all. They're going to throw him 2 passes a game. He's showing you he can still play.
Mm.
And I think they can run the ball on the Colts with Chuba Hubbard. I think they can run the ball, and I think they're going to squeak out a close one, a close, low-scoring type game.
That's actually not a bad pick.
20-17.
It's not a bad. This is a
Oh, he
horrible
got out
pick.
numbers.
Yeah, this is a horrible pick. Panthers don't have a chance.
I remember that. I remember this pick.
Look, the Colts offensively putting up numbers. Now, Gardner Minshew is going to give you an interception and a fumble or two, but he's still going to put up 30 points. The Panthers are struggling to score more than 20 points a game.
They haven't scored 20 points all season.
Yeah,
I don't think. Did they?
I don't.
No, they did with Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton. But
That's
Bryce
right,
Young is going to be the quarterback. So they're going to.
Yeah.
And they're going to need more than 15 points to beat the Colts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So next slide. Raiders at home against the Giants. The Raiders are 2.5-point home favorites here. Yeah, I think they're going to get right. I think Jimmy G is going to figure out if he got to hand the ball off to Devontae Adams, he's going to figure out a way to get this man the ball because they didn't trade him. And I'm sure there was some punches thrown in that locker room. And then there was some punches thrown in the executive's office for not trading him. He's like, look, if you ain't going to trade me, you better figure out a way to get me the damn ball. So I got the Raiders winning this game. And besides, the Giants are a mess. Phil, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Raiders. The Giants got a third-string quarterback in there. So actually, is Daniel Jones coming back this week? Is he?
No, I don't know.
They say he's going to try to practice. He still has that back or neck, whatever he has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Practice this week. So,
but let's be honest. Does it matter?
Well, I mean,
I think it does matter slightly.
It matters slightly.
Okay.
But I'm going with the Raiders as of now. I believe the Giants are starting a third-string quarterback. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Don, who you got?
The Giants are a hot mess, and I couldn't believe that they did not try to get some draft capital for Barkley. I mean, this season is over. These guys are 2-6, and right now they're not catching no one, and they're not even going to be able to draw enough fans. And one thing New York was good for is selling hope, and I don't think they can sell hope with this team. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders, and I think the Raiders gonna win big. And here's why: you just talked about it, Marv. They did not move Adams at all. So I think that and he missed on 3 touchdowns. It was not like he missed on 3 passes. No, you whiffed on 3 touchdowns. These were open passes.
Yes.
You overthrew or threw out of bounds. I think that's a timing thing, and I think that they're gonna work on that, during the week, whereas though they're running those routes. But here's the other part is that if they go too much Adams, this can get ugly real quick because the Giants still have a formidable defense, but I just don't believe in that offense. So like they're gonna be on that defense is gonna be on the field all game for the Raiders.
Well, Don, as much as Marv gets on you about the Panthers, you need to get on Marv about them Giants because he had the Giants winning that division.
That's right. I sure did.
Handedly.
Man. and he said that they spent money well, so that he lost his GM card with that one.
That's true. That's true.
He said the Giants will win 10 games. I don't know where that's at either.
He plays Xbox and PlayStation, So.
They're almost there. They got 2 wins. They just need 8 more. Hell, who you got, man?
I believe I'm going to lean toward the Raiders on this one.
No, be the lone wolf here.
Like I said, it's going to be when you have teams that kind of similar, you go with the better quarterback, and I still think that Jimmy G is a better quarterback than what the Giants will be putting on the field. He has better weapons too. So I go with the Raiders to bring that home.
Gotcha. All right, next slide. All right, this is what I want to hear. Eagles at home against the Cowboys. Eagles are 3-point home favorites here. So, yeah, this was a tough one to try to figure out which way to go here. But I remember somebody telling me last year, they own this division. Cowboys own this division. That's all I kept hearing. Cowboys own this division. Cowboys, they win double-digit games, mostly because they own this division. So you know what? I'm going with the Cowboys. Right? Because even the game they lost last year to the Eagles, Dak didn't play in that game. So I got the Cowboys winning. Phil, who you got?
Man, this is not a tough decision at all. In fact, I think the Eagles are hungry. I think this is the game they've been waiting for. And I smell another blowout coming. So I'm picking the Eagles here. I am picking the Eagles here. They got 2 stud wide receivers balling right now. So, and I don't think the Cowboys have anything to stop that. So, and they can run the ball. So, I got the Eagles here. I think this is going to be a blowout. I'm talking like 31-7.
Oh, wow.
I don't trust that. I don't trust Dak Prescott. Every Cowboy fan can attest to that. So I think the Eagles are hungry. They circled this on their calendar. 31-7.
Don, who you got?
Man, let me tell you something. Dad, Phil, you should have opened up with, "Hey, we've been nice to our guests long enough." God damn, Phil. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. This is where the voice of reason really comes out and bring some reality to Cowboy Nation. You are not who you think you are. You're gonna go into Philly and you're gonna lose badly. You're gonna lose badly. It's not even gonna be close. And I'm not even talking about a score. I'm talking about time of possession. I'm talking about execution of play. I'm talking about, and it's going to expose Dak because Dak is not going to be able to play from behind. And y'all gonna be behind. Y'all gonna be from behind early, and that's the difference. Is that y'all are not gonna be able to get the motor running early because your offense coordinator still got an old playbook and everybody got a copy of it. I got it in PDF form if you when you mail it to you and tell him change some of them calls up because he's calling plays that are trash. He has no creativity with his offense, and I'm surprised that you didn't even say nothing about it. He shouldn't have called the plays. He should have kept the offensive coordinator, and you should have kept Zeke. You're not going to be able to move the ball, which is something that you need to do because the longer that Philly has this ball, the more that clock is going to run, and then that's going to create that separation because you can't play from behind. So this is sad that I got to do this to you, Del, but y'all going to lose, and y'all going to lose big because of y'all didn't do nothing during the trade deadline, and I needed y'all to do something in order to get Henry or at least get some defensive help, and y'all didn't either.
All right, the gentleman from Baltimore, your time has expired. Del, who you got, man?
Oh boy. Okay, so I guess I gotta be the real voice of reason on this show and enlighten everybody once again. I'm sounding like a broken record, but guys, we own this division. Dak has not lost to Philly. I mean, we just forget history. We just forget it. Like last year didn't even happen, right? So Dallas didn't go into Philly last year and beat them 40-34. We didn't do that, right? That didn't happen last year, right? Super Bowl champions. I guess you wouldn't call them champions because they made it there, even though they had no path to really get there. They play a backup quarterback. They play hurt quarterbacks all the way there. But okay, all right.
Y'all play the same team.
We played the same teams.
They had a better record. They put it. Hey Phil, they put in that work in order to get that easy path. That's the thing we ain't talking about.
We played a fully healthy Brock Purdy. They did not. So let's not say we played the same teams. Come on now. We forgetting history once again. All right. We went there last year and scored 40 points, put a 40 burger up on that same defense, that they had last year with the division still on the line. Don't even forget that neither. Everybody want to say they relaxed. No, they weren't. The division was still on the line. If they had lost that last game and we had won the last game, we would have been an NFC East championship. That's facts.
Didn't y'all have Zeke Elliott last year?
People don't know. Yeah, we had Zeke last year.
Didn't y'all have what wide receiver y'all let walk this year?
We're scoring more points this year without Zeke. Facts.
Y'all throw the ball more too.
Throwing more interceptions.
Throwing more interceptions. Can't score the ball in the red zone.
Throwing more interceptions. Dak has less interceptions clearly than he had last year at this point.
The season is still young.
Matter of fact, he has less than Jalen Hurts. Who won challenge me on that? He has less than Jalen Hurts. Matter of fact, Jalen Hurts is leading the league in turnovers. Did y'all forget that? We're not looking at the right stats. I don't think a lot of haterade going on here. So let me just in closing say Dallas will
Hey Dale, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you touch back this because I got one more question.
28,
as far as a complete team for offense and defensively, you think that you stand up against because Philly has a good defense. I mean, I know and they have a good offense.
Yeah, they have a good defense. That defensive line is strong.
You mean the same Philly defense that Sam Howell has 630 yards of passing and 7 touchdowns against?
Did y'all lose to that same Sam Howell team last year?
That defense.
The game before the playoffs?
Wait a minute, we talking last year. I'm talking this year. Come on.
Okay. You talked about
right now.
Year.
Let's not go back.
Okay.
Once again, I would say we put a 40 burger on them last year. Since you want to go to last year, let's go to last year. Put a 40 burger on them in the last game we played against them. How about that? Sam Howell has had his best games, his historical games against Philly. Okay. He just did it. He just threw for 400.
But Philly just made a move at the deadline.
Against them. But y'all want to tell me how good this defense is. We saw Matt Jones throw for 350 yards against this defense. But y'all want to tell me how great this defense is. I don't get it. What are we seeing? The numbers
y'all lost to
the
y'all lost to
y'all lost to
a Safeway bagger named Josh Dobbs this year, right? In the Arizona Cardinals.
Zach Wilson. What are you saying?
Hey, y'all lost to Josh Dobbs this year.
Who's now your starting quarterback?
They went to overtime with Sam Howell. Overtime with Sam Howell. That is a loss.
So Dale, what did you predict the score to be?
28-24, Dallas wins this game.
Okay, so a close one. Okay.
In Philly.
In Philly,
like we always do. We are 4-1 the last 5 games against this team, y'all. Do y'all think none of those games is in Philly? Is that what we saying?
Y'all lose to the heavy hitters of the NFL. Y'all lose to the heavy hitters.
We want to rematch the math again. I mean, we beat
that's enough Cowboys talk.
The last 2 years.
Hey Marv.
Way too much Cowboys talk.
Hey, you gotta tell them yesterday's prices aren't today's prices.
Exactly. Way too much
Cowboys
talk.
are great history majors, man.
Yeah.
You know, look, Dale, I'll get my VCR out and I'll look at your old school Super Bowl highlights. You know,
25 years ago.
Get the VHS tapes out.
See Sam Howell light that defense up that y'all keep telling
me. No. Yeah. All right, next slide, man. Sunday night game. We got the Bengals at home against the Bills. The Bengals are 2.5-point home favorites here. Yeah, this was tough. You know I like the Bills, but this one, I don't know. Like the Bengals have kind of found their stride here. They're hot right now. So 2-1 at home. Bills are 1-2 away. I'm going with the Bengals here. I'm going with the Bengals. Phil, who you got? Well, you know what, Phil? I'm going to just put you down for the Bengals. I already know.
There you go. That's going to bring me right back to the first place.
I doubt it. Don, who you got?
Hey, Ma. It's 2 things that you don't do, man. You don't check your AC in the wintertime, and you don't check your heat in the summer. I mean, right now, I think Burrows he's not hot. He's just doing what the schedule gives him. I got the Bills actually, tearing them up because it's a big game.
It's a big game for the Bills. Yeah.
And I don't think that I don't think that the Bengals defense is that tough, and we got a gunslinger. So you live and die with the curse. He's a gunslinger, and right now, he had a couple of bad gunslinger games. I think this is a game that he picks it up and he gets that other win. So I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with Allen on this one. I think the gunslinger is actually gonna win this one, and
I just
restore
want to
balance in
ask.
the
I
game.
just want to ask, why doesn't the reason apply to the Bengals? They play who's in front of them. There's
because
no.
because the Bengals are in his division and he hates the Bengals.
Oh, okay.
We beat the Bengals. We beat the brakes
Oh,
off of
okay.
them,
Okay,
and we
I'm
beat them
sorry.
in
Yeah,
their
you're
own
right.
house.
I mean, come on, man.
Oh,
You know
I'm
the deal.
sorry. Yeah, I know. It doesn't
Hey,
apply to the Bengals.
No, nothing applies for the Bengals
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
Steelers.
yeah.
They're both
hot
firing their
trash.
coaches.
Hey,
Or Belichick.
Right.
Yeah,
hey, we gonna talk about losing organizations, or we gonna talk about somebody with a winning record?
The Bengals have been to the Super Bowl. Bengals been to the Super Bowl.
The Bengals have a winning record as well. They're 4-3.
They're a winning
Oh,
organization.
4-3. Oh, 4-3.
They're a winning
Oh, and
organization.
this
They have a
what you
winning
put your
record.
lunch money on. This what you put your lunch money on.
They're
This
a
is what we
winning
doing now,
organization.
huh?
They are a
You
winning
put your lunch money on
organization.
this. That means that you fasting, all right? Because that means you're not gonna eat. All right, it's
Man,
Ramadan.
Dale, the gentleman from Baltimore, your time has expired. Dale, who you got, man?
I am going with the whole team here. Joe Burrow's doing what they do. Cincinnati's doing what they do. Start off slow and then get hot in the middle of the season. They did this last year. They did it the year before that too. And they're doing it again this year. They just went on road beat a very tough San Francisco team. Everybody was crowning them. They went defeated them, threw all over them.
Easily.
Joe Burrow
easily,
picked them apart. And that's supposed to be a great defense. Bills does not have that defense. They're on the road, and Bills has been the Jekyll and Hyde team of the year. So I'm going with Cincinnati on this. They'll win it.
All right. And lastly, the Monday night game, we got the Jets at home against the Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point home favorites here. All right, so the Chargers are also 1-2 on the road. Not a good road team. Well, not a good team at all, to be honest with you. They're 3-4. I think they got some bad coaching there. I think the Jets are figuring it out with Zach Wilson at quarterback, just trying to figure out what the kid does well, and they're doing it. So I got the Jets winning this because the Jets are 2-2 at home. So they seem to know they get the crowd behind them. They got a winning record now at 4-3. So I think the Jets are who they are right now. They understand that, and they're going to run with that. So I got the Jets winning. Phil, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Jets. They're on a little winning streak right now. I'm going with the Jets right here.
Don.
Once again, I got to change the name again to the one voice of reason. Just go ahead and address the crowd. I opened up, we're talking about the Johnsons trash, and now I'm talking about the Jets is trash. But not only they trash, they eating up a good Monday night game. And they had something to go. What was they doing in the beginning of the season? I think they need to go back to it, Marv, when they had a swing game where as though you had a choice. They gave the viewer a choice whether you watch this game or that game. Because right now you're not giving me a choice. You're telling me, hey, listen here, this is the time to pick up on some studying, read a good book, or catch up on some daggone sleep. But watching this game is not one of them. So I got the Chargers beating them on a Monday night that I should be watching some glorious football, but the Jets are playing.
And you like a TV guide. Are you going to tell us, what's playing? What else is coming on TV that we should watch?
At least you could look. I did our viewers a favor.
They're on a little winning streak right now. I'm going with the Jets right here.
Don.
Once again, I got to change the name again to the one voice of reason. Hey, let me tell you something. That kid, Zach
Wilson,
he's hot trash.
Yeah, he is.
He's beyond hot trash. I mean, somebody need to tell me that he's ambidextrous and he really left-handed. He should be throwing with his left hand because he damn sure can't throw with his right hand.
Right.
I mean, the boy is hot trash. And for y'all to have that, once again, I'm getting pissed off because we got to watch this, and I got to find something to do on Monday because this game is trash.
I'm going to bed.
This game is trash. Let's go ahead and address the crowd. I opened up with talking about the Johnsons trash, and now I'm talking about the Jets is trash. But not only they trash, they eating up a good Monday night game, and they had something to go. What was they doing in the beginning of the season? I think they need to go back to it, Marv. When they had the swing game, where as though you had a choice. They gave the viewer a choice whether you watch this game or that game. Because right now you're not giving me a choice. You're telling me, hey, listen here, this is the time to pick up on some studying, read a good book, or catch up on some daggone sleep. But watching this game is not one of them. So I got the Chargers beating them on a Monday night that I should be watching some glorious football, but the Jets are playing.
And you like a TV guide. Are you going to tell us, what's playing? What else is coming on TV that we shouldn't watch?
At least you could look. I did our viewers a favor. I'm trying to save them from time wasted because you ain't gonna get this time back if you watch this game.
Dale, who you got, man?
For y'all people who are picking the Jets to win a game, I mean, I know it was a terrible game, but y'all did not see that game against the Giants this Sunday. It was putrid. It was hard to watch. I'm glad that game was now on Monday night. That was I get it. It was raining, but you were at home. Okay. Both of y'all were at home. That's what makes it so bad. Both teams are home teams in that stadium, and it was a terrible game. It was just want to throw up. I could not pick the Jets ever again after seeing them play that game, and I'm not. I'm gonna start now. Not Seattle. Los Angeles is going to thrash them pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to thrash them.
All right. Well, all right, man. Let's go and wrap this thing up. Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.